I looked at it with my binoculars before I got too close. I think I might sit in it a while. Like they had a little fire too. These woods are gorgeous. I just want to keep walking and walking. Maybe I won't sit in it. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is, because this year I don't think I'm going to be bow hunting, because I lost my partner. And he was a really big help. He had the truck and everything. And boy, they're doing a lot of burning out here. But anyhow, yeah, I know you can put a deer in the back of an SUV and use a tarp and everything, but I don't know, you know, when I weigh out the difference and I realize I have a lot of friends who give me venison every year on top of what already comes in the house in my own hand, I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I love it. I got a hunger for it. But without his help, it's just, it's too much. So I'm thinking I might pass on it. But you never know. I mean, there's still time. I might suddenly decide I want to take it upon myself. I'll just bring an extra large tarp, that's all. Perfect. Now if I can just teach myself how to sit still. Chipmunks are sounding my alarm. It's real quiet today. There's a little bit of a breeze. I can hear the police department about a mile away practicing at their gun range. Anything missing are the helicopter lessons. There's a place over in Stewart International Airport where they give lessons. And one of them uses, I believe, what's called a Frederick helicopter. It looks like a little wind-up toy. And he's always flying over. The buffer zone. Anything back there? Gotta put my glasses on to see that. Not a bad spot. And there aren't too many people in the forest today. Which, for what I'm doing, is kind of a hindrance, because when the mountain bikers go by, they tend to flush things. They go by at such a speed. I'm sure they have a lot of fun doing this, but I'd rather take my time walking through the woods. But they do cause movement, that's for certain. We'll see what happens. Well, I had something happen. I got up and I moved. I was actually starting back to the car because this is kind of an off day and I didn't really feel like sitting. So I got up and moved, and I saw something running rather bird-like through the woods. So I hopped in that section and sat down for a little while to see if anything showed up, but I think I'm gonna call it a half day. I think it's 4:15, and I think I'll get back into the car and I'll take the long loop around back to the main road to get out of here. And if I see the chicken cross the road, I'll be parking the car and sitting in the woods again. So we'll see what happens. Well, I couldn't take the road that I wanted to swing around to the one that I'm on right now because there were potholes bigger than my car. And, you know, even in a great big truck, I take it real easy going through some of those. I mean, they were high. There was no way to even straddle them. So I'm on the road that I wanted to be on anyways, and I'm just going to cruise as far as I can go. There has been a lot of work done out here to the roads, but it looks to me like they kind of neglect some areas. I don't think they mean to. I think it's just a matter of finances and funding. But look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Such a pretty place. Yeah, and that pothole right there is nothing compared to what I encountered. Oh boy, there we go. More squeaks and groans. It's nothing compared to what I encountered over on the other road. So I'm just gonna head through here. This is close to where they train the dogs for birding at the preserves across the river, and they're always releasing chukars and bobwhites and pheasants over here. It's not just state, it's the guys who have the permission to train their dogs here. And this is where I got all 3 of my birds last year without even having to beat the bushes. Because if you've ever done it alone without a dog, it's a lot of work. So basically what you have to do is you have to walk along and then stop for about 15 seconds. And then you might want to do a little jog and then stop for about 15 seconds. So it's kind of tough when you don't have a sniffer like a dog, because they sure do make it easy. But I've been real lucky with the birds I've gotten. The one was in the woods when I was sitting down, the one grouse, and then the pheasant, I saw them crossing the road, literally, and then I just got out of the car and parked it where I'm in a designated spot, and then I got out into the woods and had to sit for a while, but they eventually came back. So, but you know, that's what I love about hunting. That's a great hunting spot right there. Lots of ridges back in there, really nice. Lots of nice high places to sit. But that's the thing that I really like about hunting. There's no rush, because I used to be the kind of hiker that had to get to the top of the mountain as fast as possible. And yeah, you know, I wasn't the right kind of shape to do that at the time. Oh, look at the pretty colors. There's a lot of drought. Look at the curled leaves. But there's still some color there. But now with, since I've been hunting a lot more recently, I just found that the slower pace is more to my liking. I actually think you get a better workout, because running to the top of a mountain, there goes a squirrel! Running to the top of a mountain really is hard on your body, and it's really not that good for you. So this is the area that the private preserve owners bring their dogs to train, and this is usually where I see them crossing the road. It's a good time to go out in the morning, because when the birds get up, they go out to the roads and they pick at the tiny pebbles to fill their crops so that they can digest food throughout the day.